Hey guys, Martin here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So we're going to jump in and do the 10th anniversary stages now, which will give us, of course, the EX skill orbs for the new 10th anniversary characters. It's something I've been very much looking forward to. It's a bit of a shame with the anniversary that they do save these for like right till the end, because I very much liked the way they did things with the worldwide celebration, where they were dropping those stages that gave the orbs for the worldwide characters like pretty much straight when those characters were releasing. Whereas obviously this way, it means, especially if you did pull like the part 1 characters in part 1, you've either got to give them other EX skill orbs or just waste normal ones. Otherwise you're waiting until the end of the anniversary. But we're going to go ahead and jump in. So 10th anniversary part 1, there are 2 missions for this one that are both pretty straightforward. One of them is Earth Protecting Heroes and the other one is Successors, obviously the 2 categories of the 2 new characters. Earth Protecting Heroes is an absolutely insane category, so we're just going to go ahead and use that one to start off with here. We don't have the best starting rotation, which is a little bit annoying. We also have, what's it, remain 3 charges. Okay, well, see how this this goes here. We'll go ahead and do this. Grab these for you. Typical to have a bad starting rotation here. We hopefully don't just get taken out immediately. I don't have the stats up for this Goku, but the anniversary battle stages, these last few stages that they've added have been quite tough, especially I guess because the missions make it a bit tougher, right? If you have to use some of these like suboptimal teams, like that Super Bosses one for Ninth Year was crazy. I know there's a Corroded Body and Mind mission for part 2, so that's going to be fun. So the stages aren't like, you know, final boss of the red zone level, but when you're using a suboptimal team, then obviously it can seem a lot tougher. But yeah, this Goku Super's for about 1.5 million, so not the craziest for the units on this team, like once we've already attacked. Well, actually, he does greatly raise attack as well, so it is more than that. Just over 2 mil, I think, will be after the attack thing. He has damage reduction for 1 turn from his entry turn. He also gets attack up after receiving a super attack, which obviously, for, you know, is going to be basically all the time unless you get very unlucky with Ki. But he does only have 110 million HP, so even with that little bit of damage reduction on his first turn, we're doing some solid damage here. Interesting for him to be physical, because obviously, you know, surprise, surprise, right? You're going to fight Vegito last, and he is tech. So it's interesting that they make the Goku and Vegeta different typings. I guess it makes more sense rather than just the whole stage being tech and then getting bullied by int units, but it's always interesting to see the anniversary characters as bosses in these events, but with a different typing. But yeah, tons of damage to him in the first turn. I wonder if you can just... I wonder what happens if you kill him in the first turn, because the charges are down to 0. I'm assuming, does that mean he's now going to, like, switch into the Vegeta version, and then is he going to have full health? Yeah, we got the animations are on, so we've got our beast intro here. So yeah, we're just against Vegeta now. Okay, but he has the same HP bar, and then he has 3 charges, but we're probably going to kill him before, right? He gets 50% defense after receiving a super. That's it. So, I mean, I imagine he's going to go down fairly easily here. I wonder if we then just... Will we go straight to Vegito, or do we just win? It'd be kind of funny. This is one of those stages. It'd be great if it just had like a beat it in 4 turns mission. If it was going to be that easy. But I guess let's see what happens here. Beast Gohan obviously not getting hit first, so he's not going to do crazy damage, but the Vegeta in the middle should do decently well. Mine is only 55%. He is full level 10 links, but 55%. I do the thing, like I said at the beginning of the video, right, we're having to wait for the anniversary skill orbs. For me, I just don't bother giving them any skill orbs at all and just wait for the anniversary ones. So obviously, despite being level 10 links, like, he's 55%. We could have the bronze and silver equip on, but I don't have any equips on him at the moment, just waiting for the anniversary ones. So take out Vegeta. Okay, there you go. So now they fuse into Vegito. So I wonder what happens. Does that just happen anyway? Because he had a thing for 3 charges as well. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys have seen. But we're going to get the intro for Gohan. I should probably turn these off because the Vegeta or the Gogeta fight is going to be a second separate fight. So we're going to see all of the animations again. But that's the thing, you can really see the big difference. Like when the missions for these stages are a category team that's actually really good, then it's quite easy and the run is quite short. And then it's the ones where they pick the most random categories. Like Corroded Body and Mind, at least that did get a buff in this celebration with like the Janemba Super Easy A, but Super Bosses is still just a very, very random choice for a category to get a buff in this celebration. But so let's go ahead and turn these off here. You don't have a countdown or anything, do you? No. So let's go ahead and throw out the standby for Gohan. Probably don't even really need to. I mean, this rotation doesn't have a really good dedicated slot 1, so might as well go ahead and do that. And then we can get these for you, and grab those for you. As many orbs as we can here. And then we'll see how we go. Because Goku being in slot 2 is obviously the ideal. His extra bit of defensive capability. How much does Vegito Super for? 1.8. So Gohan should be fine here. Only got 6 orbs, but he's obviously getting the full 220 lead from the Vegito as well. Vegito can double Super. Okay. Fortunately, it doesn't really matter. He does raise defense on Super, though. So he's raised his own defense here twice. Obviously, we haven't actually attacked yet because Gohan's in his non-attacking standby. So we'll see how much damage we're actually doing here to Vegito. Yeah, it's not too bad. Just like 1 bar off with the initial super, so it shouldn't take too long to kill him. He gets 10% attack with each attack received. He gets 15% defense with each attack received as well. Attack goes up to 200%, defense goes up to 300. He also gives enemies ki -3, which is a little bit annoying, but obviously this team links well, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's see what Gohan can do at the end here. 18.9, basically 19 mil. Still, I think I mentioned it the last time I used Gohan in one of these big events as well. Like, Gohan's probably the anniversary unit that I feel, out of the ones that I have, that I enjoy using, like the big 4, because we won't focus on the Tournament of Power ones. He's probably the one I want a dupe for the most, because him not being able to crit on these first couple of turns, it's just really disappointing when he can do so many attacks sometimes. But then obviously if you're not critting, you're not really doing like crazy damage. And then obviously once you get to turn 5, he then gets the big power boost and he can potentially drop a bunch of crits, except then you can't should do this. But then at that point he's then not getting additionals. So you kind of really want a dupe, or 2 ideally of course, right, to get the extra nodes for him, so that you can get these extra additionals and crits and stuff. Crits early on and then additionals later on, just to make him significantly better. But alright, so we'll do that. Get these here. Obviously Beast Gohan having the target ability means it doesn't really matter who's where in terms of slots on the turn. And then he gets his super off again. Beast will eat this. And then Beast getting hit a few times obviously powers him up. So yeah, Vegito has a bit more HP, has 180 million, but he also does have pretty good defense, especially with him raising the defense on his super attack, building up defense with each attack received as well. That's why crits are, you know, going to be even more important. But we're still doing relatively good damage, even with like the AGL Gogeta there, Vegeta part of the Gogeta card, right? Like not critting, still doing relatively good damage. Beast just eating these attacks here, getting himself a little bit of a buff. And he's at 15.1. My Beast is 1 dupe, right? So picked up a dupe for him from the this anniversary. Had him at 55% since last year. It's one of those things where he was so good at 55%. I wasn't using him that much, but obviously he's like a really top pick for the Vegito team. So I was kind of fine just having him at 55% throughout the 9th year. But yeah, happy to have gotten a dupe. I would like a second one, but I'm saving my red coins for some of the units that I actually don't have at all. There's a couple of the Dokkan Fest that I just didn't really care to summon for at the end of last year. With all the big stuff that was coming, and obviously trying to save for the anniversary as well. I did a few summons for Topo, didn't get him, and then just didn't summon for Roshi. So they'll come back around on a banner, and I'm sure it'll be the case of they'll come back on a banner with a character that I actually really want, and then I'll pull those other units multiple times before I pull the new character, because that's usually the way that goes, right? So, but yeah, this stage is a little bit on the longer side because it has the two fights and the 2 enemies. So I think this time though we can probably. What turn are we on? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it's going to be GG, isn't it? So turn 5, get Vegito out. Super attacks there. Active skill with Vegito. Might not even need to actually get attacked, but active skill with Vegito. It's going to do some solid damage. Then we can put Vegito in slot 1. Grab 11 more orbs. Family Kamehameha. My Family Kamehameha Gohan has gone from 55% to 2 dupes in this celebration as well. Annoyingly, we didn't crit, because one of the things I was going to say, one of the great things about having dupes for him now is that he has some extra crit, because I was getting a bit annoyed with using him at 55% and having the Family Kamehameha go off and not crit, and then that's exactly what happened here. But then Vegito just takes him out with a counter, and then we can move on to the last part here to fight Gogeta. I mean, realistically with these teams as well, it's like if you get to turn 5, then you just kind of win at that point, right? Because you then get Vegito or Gogeta out, and then that's it. So go ahead and do this. Starting off from scratch again in terms of like the stacking and stuff. 3 charges. I don't know if it is possible with this setup to be able to kill him in 1 turn, but I would be very interested to see what happens if you actually do that, whether it just goes straight onto Gogeta or if it does still go to Goku. Because they keep the same HP bar as well, so I'm not really sure how this works. It doesn't really say on the wiki thing, on the Dokkan info, because obviously all it does show is their stats and everything. It's not really clear whether that is the case or not, but either way. He can crit on his super when attacking after receiving a super. So if he supers you in slot 1 and you haven't attacked yet, he doesn't crit. That's interesting. Yeah, 12 million for Vegeta. Doing around the same kind of damage as before. I mean, I guess having Gohan on this turn and him having type advantage, he has the potential to do quite a bit of damage here at the end. He doesn't need to worry as much about crits, but yeah, probably going to take about, what, just over half of his HP overall in the first turn. So one of those things, obviously they're not on, actually I guess, are they on Earth Protecting Heroes? I should have thought, like I had this team already built for something else that I did, but you could of course make this way easier on yourself if you put the 7-year LRs on here. They've got to be on here, right? Super Saiyan 4s, Earth Protecting Heroes, yeah, gods. Earth Protecting Heroes, yeah. So we could have made this way easier on ourselves and made the run probably a lot shorter if we just put the 7 years on the team. Another awkward, like, not a good slot 1 setup here though, which is a bit annoying. At least it's Goku's first turn, so he does have that little bit of extra damage reduction, but oof. Yeah, 33k normals. Well, here's what it is. Go back to this here and look at the stats. Goku supers for, yeah, see, these Goku supers for like 2 mil. So, fortunately, we'll get our attacks off here, so should be okay. Now he's getting crits because we attacked. Although he's going to super though, he's going to crit, isn't he? So, oof. It's a good thing this team has a lot of HP. 455k, damn. It's a shame we don't have Family Kamehameha Gohan on the next turn. It's crazy though with the HP that these teams have now for some of the newer 220 leads, because like taking a 400k, we took a couple of 30k supers, then a 400 normals, then a 400k super, so we took around 500k damage just in slot 1, but we still have just over 300k HP. It's definitely very good. And then, yeah, obviously having the ability to use the beast, like, target ability straight away on the next turn is going to be very helpful. Because we'll go into the first turn against Gogeta here, be able to use that straight away. So, refuse. Use our active skill. Man. I mean, so you're going to be back on turn... Yeah, I want Gogeta to be here on turn 5. It's just a shame there's all these orbs that I would absolutely love to give to Int Gohan in slot 3, but is what it is. Grab those, get a decent heal for you, and then do that. Beast obviously going to be fine to tank the hits here on the active skill turn, because Gogeta's supering for 1.8. He does raise attack for 1 turn on super, so it is a little bit more than that. Similarly to Vegito, he's got some build up here. So his is, he has chance of performing a critical hit minus 10% with each super attack received. And then chance of performing a crit minus... Yeah, so, but it doesn't say... That's weird. It doesn't say that he gets crits, but then it says that you can reduce his crit chance with each attack received. So that's... Not sure what that, because there's that, the symbol coming up is like the crit chance down, but it doesn't actually say like what his crit chance is or anything. I'm assuming he has, what, like, I would assume he has 100% chance to crit, and then the more you hit him within the turn, the lower his crit chance is, but obviously he's still critting on all of these attacks. So yeah, I imagine it was 100% chance to crit before he got hit with any attacks. Either that or the wiki or the thing is just worded wrong and it should be crit chance up, but no, because we can see the symbol with the arrow pointed down. I don't know. It must be 100%, because even after being hit how many times in that turn, he still crit every single time. So I'm not really sure what the what that's supposed to be there, but okay. Yeah, we'll do that. You can get 7 orbs, so decent enough defense in slot 1 for you. That gets you the 24 key, or 18. Oh no, it doesn't. We missed the 18 key ever so slightly. Let's do that. I guess it's not within the turn then, right? Because he's still not... He didn't crit on that first attack, so... Interesting. Let me know if you know exactly what the crit chance thing is for Gogeta. Let me know in the comments, but... Because, yeah, he did crit on that. 191k. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Everyone else on the turn should now just tank everything for double digits. And then, of course, we get to the next turn. The AGL Vegeta is going to fuse into Gogeta. We'll use the active skill, and then it should be basically GG. In fact, we have the other Goku on the next rotation as well, so we basically will be getting the double Goku and Vegeta, or Gogeta and Vegeta rotation. So basically the rest of this turn playing out is essentially just a formality at the moment, because he can't super attack more than once anyway. His normal attacks do 800k, and basically everyone on this rotation is going to have more defense than that after they've supered anyway. So, and we've hit him enough times that his crit chance is significantly lowered now. So everybody here should be fine, and then this upcoming turn will just be GG. So let Gohan get his attacks off here. It's a shame we didn't get an event specifically for like kind of having fun with the Gohan, where like in the first phase we had like 5 enemies or something, so we could have one of those turns where Gohan can get off like 9 attacks or something in the one turn. That would have been fun. Obviously with the red zone stages, the difficulty level that some of the new ones are, I guess the could have been a bit risky, because just like Super Battle Riders, like the more enemies there are, the more chances are you're going to get super attacked straight away. But that would have been quite fun for one of those sort of stages, just to have fun with physical Gohan. But it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and use Gogeta's active skill here. Hit him with the Soul Punisher Rasengan. Big damage. Vegeta active skill as well, and then let's let I was gonna say let's let Gogeta finish him off with the final flash, but he's attacking so many times in slot 1 that Vegeta probably just kills him with the counters here anyway. So there you go. I mean, obviously no real surprise here that the mission for this stage that allows you to use the full like headliner of the anniversary team, the mission is very, very easy. And like I said, to be honest, we could have made the mission a lot easier and probably a lot faster by using the 7-year LRs as well, but I completely forgot. I already had a team built, this team, that was full Earth protecting heroes anyway, so figured we might as well just jump in and use this one. But yeah, getting it done a little bit quicker would be possible by just using the 7-year Easy A's. Could just throw them on the team instead of the 2 Super Saiyan 2 Gohans, really, and then the team would be very strong. Didn't even use like Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the team. Like, Earth protecting heroes is a very, very strong category, obviously. So, but there you go. We got our missions completed. So we can go into the menu here. Beat the 10th anniversary part 1 once. We get our bronze orbs. Beat it without items for the silver orbs. And then beat it with the Earth protecting heroes ones for the gold. And then of course we just got to do the Successors run to get the other orb here as well. So we will jump into that run here next. Okay, so we're jumping back into the part 1 stage to get the Successors mission done here. Basically using like a full Vegeta team outside of obviously bringing the tech Vegito unit again. Might as well have both the fusions on the team, right? So I guess we are probably going to float. Yeah, let's do this. Fortunately, you don't need to worry about orbs, so you can get those, and then we can grab those for you. There we go. Get the 18 key supers here for these guys. Tech Vegeta from Saiyan Day. I mean, he could be a bit of a liability, I suppose, if he gets hit with a super, but I mean, he's got type advantage against the Gogeta. I didn't realize this in the first run through, but Vegito can actually be sealed or stunned, and this Tech Vegeta does seal, so obviously that could be quite helpful. You know, the Goku and Vegeta exchange units, regardless of which version they're in, count as an ally with Goku in the name, so obviously we get the extra attack off here with him as well. I'm not sure how well he's tanking one of these supers. I mean, this Goku only does what, just over 1 million, so it takes 430k. Wow. Yeah, he does like 1.4. Oh, he greatly raises attack. Okay, so he actually does like 2 mil. Okay. Yeah, Tech Vegeta's not aged the best now when it comes to these new, like, harder hitting bosses, unfortunately. So Tech Grade 8 Vegeta is going to be in slot 7 then, isn't he? Because we don't see him in the thing down below, which is annoying, because want him to be a slot 1 unit, we'll have to put Int Blue Evolution Vegeta in slot 1 on the next turn. Just hope we don't get like instantly supered. Yeah, we can do a solid bit of damage this turn at least. $15.2 for the additional, okay. Not bad, just take double digit damage. So, I mean, as long as we don't get supered straight away, Int Blue Evolution Vegeta should be fine for the next turn. I mean, we have another Universe Survival Saga and Reps of Universe 7 ally on the team. We don't have them on the same rotation, but if you can grab those, you can grab all of those. And then I guess we'll just get those for you. So, pretty good orb setup here. Of course, he gets supered almost straight away. This Vegeta only hits for like 1.2, and oh no, no, he doesn't raise attack. Okay, 11 mil. Did I miss? Did he dodge? Yeah, a dodge, or he tanked it for very, very little, which is either one of those things is ideal. So additionals are guaranteed crits. .3. Look at him actually getting additional supers, unlike the STR for Evolution Vegeta. 17 mil. Yeah, Vegeta should be cooked here. I'm going to say, even if Goku is kind of letting the side down, getting the additional normal, still get the additional super here. And then Vegeta will finish him off. There's no attacks in the middle already anyway, so Vegeta can take him off, and we can take him out. We can get over to the Vegito phase, who, like I say, can be stunned and sealed. So we can have this rotation, which should work relatively well. The Great Ape Vegeta and Tech Vegeta. I mean, they only share Saiyan lineage and Saiyan warrior race, or royal lineage. But then we get the other links off of this guy. And I guess we just end up using him as a floating unit, I suppose. Because at least he can link up with the Vegeta on the next turn. He can't link up with the Blue Evolution Vegeta. So Blue Evolution Vegeta on the next turn can be a slot 1. This guy can just be a floating unit, I guess. But yeah, Great Ape Vegeta after attacking is obviously very, very strong defensively. This Vegeta likes to double super back to back because he can super twice in the one turn. But Great Ape Vegeta, especially after attacking, shouldn't really take damage from this. Yep, there we go. And there he goes again. Yep, what did I say? Double super back to back. So nice. And then a dodge on the follow-up normal that would have also done double-digit damage. You'd love to see it. Because, yeah, Vegeta's not really going to be built for tanking supers, but he can seal Vegito, and then obviously against Gogeta he's going to have type advantage. So as long as he doesn't get caught by a super, like, part way through, then it should be all good. You can tank these for double digits. And then we'll see how many supers STR Blue Evolution Vegeta is actually able to get here. Hey, one of them was a super. Let's go. Nowadays, regardless of how many attacks he's doing in the turn, if we can get one of them to be an additional super, I'll be happy. So there you go. He managed to get 2. Although that might have been the hidden potential. Because hidden potential is a 50% chance to be a super. Whereas obviously his normals from his passive are only a 30% chance to be a super. But we take what we can get. So he's sealed and we have the revival active, so we don't really need to worry at all on this turn. Go ahead and do this. Just try and get some HP back with the same type orbs. Up to 74%. But yeah, I mean, he can't super anyway, so can do some decent damage here. Because, yeah, with that combo on the next turn, like, he can't really do damage to Great Ape Vegeta in slot 1 anyway, and then Vegeta in slot 2 will then always seal him. So we actually don't really need to worry about taking any damage, just at all now for the rest of this fight. And then we'll get back around to this rotation. We probably won't kill him next turn, but we'll get back around to turn 6, and then Vegeta will be able to fuse, and then we'll be good to go. So 19.4. Yeah, because we're not doing insane damage, but I tried running a build of this where we had like the full power freezer and like the pod freezer, but annoyingly the pod freezer, it's not an event where he really gets long enough to build up. So he got taken out by a super a couple of times. I mean, in the later turns, like depending on how the rotations go, like you don't want when you get to Gogeta at the very end, he crits and it can do quite a lot of damage, even to like slot 1 full power freezer. So trying to get the slot 1 set up here with like Giant Ape Vegeta, I think is the way to go. Blue Evolution Vegeta, I'm actually genuinely not sure whether like he would tank very well against Gogeta in slot 1. Like once we get to that point, I'm not sure. But obviously, hopefully we'll have had a bit of build up before then, so we should be okay. But I guess we'll see. So do a bunch more damage here. Got the revival up, so it's not like anything could happen this turn, but he's sealed, so nothing untoward is going to happen this turn anyway. And then yeah, now we can go ahead and just do this. Do this. Hit that Soul Punisher Rasengan. And then we can go ahead and transform Moonlight as well, as it's the last phase anyway. do the big bang attack, which does extra damage because of the Gogeta buff. Oh, that was so close. 35 mil crit. And then we can do that. Do that. And do that. And then, yeah, he is going to super in slot 1, but with the extra defensive support from Gogeta as well, like, Giant 8 Vegeta is not going to take damage from this. And if he does, it's going to be negligible. So... Wow, really? 404... What? Why? I talked about this on the podcast last night as well, right? Like, people saying that this guy's like Beast 2.0 and like top 5 unit in the game and stuff, but why did he take that much damage with the Gogeta buff active? That's interesting. Alright, well, go into the next fight here. Ideally, we don't get immediately supered then, because that would be not great, but go ahead and do this. Get those for you, grab those for you. Get a nice bit of a heal going. Not a lot of orbs for STR Vegeta though, so not going to be a great turn for him, I'm afraid. Damn, 6.5. I know he hasn't got any like God links active or anything like that, but man, that is disappointing for like first turn attack stat from Int Blue Evolution. I mean, we didn't get a lot of key, right? So we didn't get the full 24 key, so it's not really an ideal turn for him anyway. But linked up with just a Super Saiyan Goku and then the other Blue Evolution Vegeta in slot 3. Not exactly the ideal turn. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll just make it work with what we've got. So... Goku getting the extra super here. So he's going to get supered, but we've got the guard, we've got damage reduction. We just supered like 3 times. So yeah, he crits, but we take double-digit damage. And then yeah, this is STR Blue Evo, not a great turn. We only got 1 additional from the orbs, which of course is just going to be a normal. So I would be surprised if he even gets the hidden potential. Yeah, he didn't. So we take damage from normals here as well. Yikes. Typical, actually, that he dodged that one, right? Because now we're at 41% HP. So that means we can't transform with the Giant 8 Vegeta. Whereas if we were at 40%, we could transform. That's so annoying. Alright, so we'll do this for you. Do this for you. In fact, I might actually... Let's just go ahead and do this. So I've had a couple of attempts on this stage now, and I keep getting caught with like really bad turns. And so since we've already done the no item run turn, like mission, we might as well just get these out of the way here. It is funny, like people, there's still the debate about who has the better leader skill, Vegito and Gogeta. Now obviously they both also have Pure Saiyans and Fused Fighters, but I think just from the difficulty of doing these 2 missions and how they compare, like obviously Successors is a much worse category than Earth Protecting Heroes, right? I don't think anyone can argue that in good faith, right? That Successors is a better category than Earth Protecting Heroes. So it's definitely made this run a lot tougher, I would say. Obviously in the first run I said we could have used the 7 years, which would have made things a lot quicker, but it's not like it was particularly difficult. Whereas this one has been a little bit more challenging. Trying to use like some of the other units, like some of the Freezers and some of the Samasus and stuff, has then not ended particularly well, right, those attempts. So definitely the weaker of the 2 categories, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright, so go back to Vegeta again. Typical. Bad key again. I mean, if we're not going to get the 18 key super anyway, might as well just do this. Grab this for you. Grab these for you. Yeah, definitely have not been ideal turns, but... Nice Vegeta with the crit, then the follow-ups. I mean, Vegeta should be fine defensively here. And then we've got, like, the turn 4. The other Vegeta is floating, so this next turn, turn 4, we've got the Giant 8 Vegeta for, like, the first turn against Tech, for AGL Gogeta. And then we should just have the double fusion transformation. So I think what I probably could do, to be honest, what I can probably do to just guarantee we win is just on the next turn I just Ghost Usher again, right? Because, I mean, like, Tech Gogeta could get supered in the middle, STR Vegeta could get supered at the end. Like, there's a couple of different things that could potentially go wrong here. So I think if we... You're not going to get hit first, which is kind of annoying, but transform you. And then we can grab these. Pop the Ghost Usher here. Grab these. And grab those for you. So not necessarily going to do a crazy amount of damage, but then the next turn is turn 5 and we have Vegito and Gogeta, so then it's just GG. I think that is the best strategy. After these stages came out, like the 9th stages, some of the missions were quite difficult. I do think this is probably the best strategy, is just do whichever is the strongest of the category missions. Like, do that one as your no item run, and then just use items for the other ones, just to make it, like, quicker and easier. Because there's no point, like, struggling... Because I had a few attempts trying to no item it, and like the wrong unit getting tagged by a super, especially from Gogeta who can crit, was exceptionally annoying, right? So it's once the no item mission's done and out of the way, then obviously you have no reason to actually have to do the following runs with no items, especially for the ones that are for the more annoying or tricky like categories, right? So yeah, we can have all the active skills on this turn. So do this, all this wiping up. So Soul Punisher, Rasengan. Do yours. That target ability. I mean, this turn is just ridiculous, right? The Gogeta and Vegito, like double active skill turn. Just absolutely broken beyond all belief. Might as well do the active skill with Blue Evolution Vegeta as well. Let him do a bit of damage. And then off we go. I mean, I could have just put Vegito in slot 1, I guess, get the counters like started off nice and early, but we'll just go ahead and do that. 3 Rainbow Orbs. I mean, the amount of damage on this turn alone would just be absolutely ridiculous. Vegeta doing 34 million attack stat on this turn. Bearing in mind we've got no like God links active or anything. Remember, for some reason Blue Evolution Vegeta, the in one, doesn't have Super Saiyan. So we've got very few of his like big attack links actually active here. But thanks to the Gogeta active skill is at 34.7 million for the Dokkan attack. And then we're going to beat him our way. Final Flash. Is it going to be enough though? Sadly not. 53 mil crit though. And then we get the additional for 21, which of course is a guaranteed crit as well. So, is Vegeta going to be able to finish him off? One more super? Yeah, let's go. 21.4 again. Pride of our warrior race. Boom. Guaranteed crit, and then Gogeta is done. So there you go. That is the Successors mission done. Like I say, I should have just used items really the first time, because there's no point when there's no mission to do it with no items. Some of these anniversary events have been a real struggle, and I've mentioned it in the previous like videos that for me especially, like, to record these runs, I don't want to be sat here for hours constantly dying at like the last phase because the wrong unit took a super, when it's like I'll just use the Ghost Usher because I've already done the mission for beating the stage with no items. So there you go, there is the Successors category mission done. That is both, I say both, that's all the missions for the part 1 stage done, and we'll move on to the part 2 stage for the next video. So let me know how you guys got on. What team builds did you use to do both the missions? Let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.